You could become a homeowner by tomorrow morning if you have a spare dollar. No, make that today. You might possess the keys to your own home. Appears too good to be true, right? That makes sense, since it most likely is. You're about to see exactly what we mean when we say that there's always a catch when you could buy $1 million mansion for pennies. From notoriously seedy New York party penthouses to one of the country's most remote locations, and even the infamous former residences of dubious celebrities. For a tour of the mansions, buckle up. We couldn't possibly be paid to live here. Welcome to Socialux. Our goal is to provide you with a dose of luxury travel, houses, cars, and stories of successful people so you can be inspired to live an abundant, beautiful, and successful life. We upload videos weekly. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and feel free to comment any questions you may have down below. Enjoy! Having more bedrooms, bathrooms, and facilities than a young child could possibly fathom when residing in a lakeside rockstar mansion. What purpose does having a home that seems like it belongs in a fairy tale serve? If you don't have someone nearby, perhaps hundreds of miles away, with whom to share it, the huge log home known as Granoluma, the largest of its kind in the nation, is located on the windswept shores of Lake Superior in Michigan. This structure is enormous. It has 23 bathrooms, about 2,600 square feet of living space, and an added bonus of 4 independent apartments in a bungalow-style outbuilding. A huge garden area, a hot tub fit for a king, and a private marina are all present. Even after cutting the asking price in half, there has been hardly any interest in the property that was once put up for sale for a stunning $40 million. So why are the buyers approaching like sharks? Granoluma is a historic structure, but despite having wall-to-wall taxidermy and an old interior, renovating the entire building would cost millions of dollars. On the other hand, it is uncomfortably far away. The closest big city, Green Bay, is located about 200 miles to the south. Oh, and did we forget to mention the bitterly cold winters? Consider the annual heating expenses for this building. Yeah, no thanks. I'll move on. From Michigan, let's move on to Montclair, New Jersey, where the odd house at 44 Pleasant Avenue lies unwanted, unloved, and unsold. It seems like a charming old house from the outside. Would you rather purchase a whole house or 2 Big Macs? It's not as ridiculous a question as you may think since, dare I say it, you can own the entire Montclair house for just $10. There is, of course, a slight catch. Well, that's actually a fairly big catch. The land on which it's located has been given the go-ahead for the construction of 8 additional apartments. What does that imply then? If you want to purchase this century-old house, you have to relocate it physically, lay new foundations, employ movers, and get council approval to essentially pull a house down the road on the back of a truck. Aside from the fact that you'd have to prevent exposure to hazardous lead paint and asbestos embedded within its walls while doing so. The expenditures pile up to be expensive. That's more difficult to accomplish considering that it has historically been safeguarded. The obvious fact is that moving and restoring this American estate would cost significantly more than simply purchasing it. Seems to take much more work than it's worth. Don't you think it would be fun to reside in a famous home? Holy smokes, it drives up the purchase price when potential buyers learn that Brad Pitt, David Beckham, or the Queen of England once resided in this home. In 2003, for $4.1 million, 50 Cent bought the enormous property from none other than Mike Tyson. Since then, attempts to sell it for $18.5 million have met with silence. Why is that? One indoor pool and one outdoor pool, a hot tub, multiple game rooms, a recording studio, 2 basketball courts, and believe it or not, a nightclub are all features of the house. This palace has 52 rooms in all. There are 21 bedrooms in total. The fundamental cause of its inability to sell is its incomprehensible size. Even the wealthiest millionaires don't want a 52-room home. It would be absurdly expensive to maintain heating, power, and cleaning systems. The rapper kept slashing the asking price, eventually bringing it down to $2.9 million by as much as 84%. Could you live in such a large house? Considerably excessive, don't you think? Turn your focus to the unique $100 million Neverland Ranch while talking about extravagant. This property, which is located in Santa Barbara County, California, is both a home and an amusement park, including a 50-seat movie theater, a dance studio, barns, a fire station, a train station with Disney motif, a swimming pool with a lagoon style, and a tennis court, although the asking price has been repeatedly reduced despite the property's enormous size, that's 2,700 acres. Smart home purchasers have remained away. The tarnished legacy of its former owner, well-known music artist Michael Jackson, is the sole cause of this attitude. The recently renamed Sycamore Valley Ranch was asking for $31 million, which is less than a third of its initial $100 million asking price. Before having its listing deleted, it sat on the market for nearly 5 years without generating even a little amount of interest. Despite its spectacular exterior, the general public prefers to avoid this contentious landmark. Take a look at this opulent residence in Manhattan's affluent Upper East Side as we transition from the West to the East Coast. It was recently owned by Gianni Agnelli, Brigitte Bardot's former husband, who acquired it from none other than Roy Halston Frowick, a great fashion designer. It should come as no surprise that this lake flat with its distinctive wide-open spaces and minimalist style became a non-stop party hub in the 1970s after Roy bought the party pad back in 1974. A host of well-known individuals is welcomed. It was put up for sale for $38 million in 2011, but didn't sell for more than a decade. Despite the price reduction of $24 million, those who could afford it just decided to purchase items that don't have such a reputation for being contentious, colorful, or theatrical. They would probably also prefer a location with handrails on the stairs. And that's all for today's video. Who knew you can own a house by just having a spare dollar in your pocket? Among the homes we've seen today, which one do you want to live in the most? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoy everything luxurious, check out our other videos. And if you like it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Until our next video. See you then.